Look at Harvest Valley in the picture here. He's so stoked to be at Harvest Valley. Look at the joy in his posture. What? Choo choo, everybody. The train is here. Grab your tickets. What's up? My name's Zeus. Young Demic, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everyone. Sports Nut, Noob, Smokey, Dab Dad. My name is Zeus, of course. Friends old and new, Raiders, Creativities, anyone I'm missing. Welcome in. Young Demic has found the Billy Mitchell emote. Look at that shit-eating grin. All right, welcome in, everyone. I'm here today with a very raspy voice because I've been dealing in battle with a sore throat all week. But the doctor gave me some roids, so I'm on roid rage, and we're just powering through it through the power of chemistry. So I'm a little bit hopped up on goofballs, but I will be the conductor to take you on safely to the next station on this vacation. We're on the rails, we're off the rails. Next up is our boy Jarumba. My name's Zeus, thank you. The Maestro, the Grand Master of the Raid Train. Spread Eagle for you right there. What won't he do for the people? Anyways, good to see you guys. Again, forgive the raspy voice. That's what I've been dealing with. It's better than it's been all week, and I no longer feel like I'm swallowing glass every time I try to eat or breathe or sleep or whatever. So I've been worse all week, and I'm better now. Let's see how long my voice holds out, but hopefully you guys are having a chill Saturday. Back from more Dark Souls 2 in this perilous, unforgiving land. Chip away at progress, impressive circumstances, and in a world where it's just easy to die at the drop of a hat. What's not to love? Zeus was playing, I don't know if it was, I think it was actual Rocket League. Druba, who knows what he's going to do? I think there'll be we might have to guess what color scarf he's wearing, but I'm not sure if it's scarf weather anymore. And if I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some audience participation type of activity. Look forward to that. We're here for a couple hours first, though. I'm reminding myself, I'm going to pull these shades off for a better view. I'm done being cool. Time to stop being cool and start getting real. The real world. Dragonslayer. Let's try to remind ourselves what we're doing. I'm glad that I'm able to now use this gargantuan, mastodonic, ridiculous slab of a sword. You're just stone slab of a monster weapon.
Bing bong, dang, 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 dang.
Bing bong, GA. How are you? I'm alive, and I'm being propped up by a small cocktail of pharmaceuticals and things that are propping me up and helping me get through this. So let's see how far we can get. All right, so we have a couple dollars. Let's go and see what are our travel options presently. So ones I remember is Hunstman's Copse and Shaded Ruins. I think we ended up having met Manscorpion Tark. Dork! Man, the Huntsman's Copse is so oppressive. But why don't we actually go a little bit more Shaded Ruins first, instead of jumping into the permanent nighttime vibes of the Copse. In terms of difficulty, I think the enemies here might hit harder. I think they're about the same in terms of whether I go here first or Huntsman's Copse. Huntsman's Copse is probably more typically where a player might go earlier. I think it might be somewhat less challenging, but who cares? They're not that far apart. Take a look at our surroundings. Came from the shaded woods and now we're in the shaded ruins. Big aqueduct over there. Oh, down there's Hunstman's Copse, I think. I think that circular building with the little pillars. That's meant to be this arena where you fight the undead Chariot dude. We haven't fought him yet. So we'll get to meet him later. Alright, these phantom guys, they're all acting nonchalant, but they want to fight. But you cannot lock onto them, so you have to just line yourself up with, eyeball it, line yourself up. How's the strepent? It's better than it's been all week. Less pain. I woke up with a little pain in the morning. It seems to be like it's always in the morning that it feels the worst. But a little bit of steroids, some saltwater gargle. I've been spending like half my days gargling salt water, warm salt water with honey, which helps. And various lozenges and things to soothe my throat, and then just trying to, eating soups and stuff, and just trying not to further aggravate. Oh, we're getting invaded by NPC invader. Where are you, brother? You gonna sneak up on this fucker? There he is. Up, sir. Whoop. Wish he wasn't so sneaky. There we go. Oh, wait. I dodge rolled you. Need him to attack first, otherwise he just predictably dodges. My stamina back. Oh, bad aim. Bait the attack. Attack me! Ah, I had the poise for the hyper armor. Bye-bye now. Thanks for playing. Nice getting to know you.
Looks like you're fucked.
But I wasn't. Forlorn again. You first saw them, you thought these phantom guys were the multiplayer ghosts you can see of other players. They do look similar. Do I have any fragrant branches of yodeling? I don't. So that might be a reason why this area, well, I'm going to want to come back when I have some branches. Lots of stuff is locked behind frozen statues. Oh, I'm wearing the ring that lets me hear beast sounds, which is why you hear this constant moaning and groaning. We don't need that right now. What ring do I typically have? Increased additional reduction of any enemy poise is a fun one. Speed resistance or more damage. It just does like 20 points more damage, which isn't actually that much for a weapon like this. From 446 to 466, percentage wise, that's paltry. Even more poise reduction is fun for a weapon like this. There's no stat for this one. But my weapon's already quite good at reducing enemy poise, meaning, damaging enemy poise means you stagger them or you like knock them flat on the ground. So this might make for some fun hijinks. Now I see I'm not quite maxed out at my weight limit. It's going to be sub 50. But stay within some reasonable fashion. I probably already hard leather boots. Now enemies in this area have dark attacks, I believe, and curse and petrify. Whatever. I'm not gonna sweat my clothing. I look fine. Look fine. Oh shit! Now these enemies, they're not too tough, but they hit hard. Like if he hits me, I take significant damage. I think they just do basic slow attacks. So as long as you don't get hit, you're fine, which is, I guess, true for every enemy in the game. If you don't let them hit you, fine. I gotta try to talk a little bit less, just so I don't wear out my voice. I think it's in my nature to sit there and just talk throughout the whole game, the whole time. I'm gonna sort of try to, maybe I can talk in a more dulcet, quiet, NPR type of voice. Less strenuous. One, two, oh, half my health. We got like 45% of my health from one contact. And there's another one here, and I need a fragrant branch of yore. He drops a really cool helmet that I'll want to come back for. And you. If you just time that good, if I launch my initial attack right after he misses his attack, then I can get 2 shots in before he can make another move. And you just, whatever weapon you're using, you sort of figure out what pattern or what sort of approach works for each enemy, and then that's how this game becomes manageable. There's some more invisible guys you can't lock onto. Also, this weapon is so... it's so powerful that it's just much more forgiving in a lot of ways. Because if you can dodge one attack and hit the enemy twice, most enemies aren't going to survive that. Nope. Oh, he's being squirrely. He's trying to bait me over there. Uh-oh, that wasn't a follow-up. No, stop it! Bro. Quit baiting me over there. Oh, I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could break the trap. Just manually break the trap without setting the trap, without tripping the trap. Oh, Blossom Kite Shield. This is a good. So this has the added effect of stamina recovery. So this, if I equip this shield, even if I'm not using it, it allows my stamina to recover more quickly, which is the exclusive effect of this ring, but combined, I'll have even better stamina recovery. And again, for a weapon like this, which uses a lot of stamina, that's valuable. But now I'm overweight. Now I'm a fatty. I have to slim down, wear even more modest armor. I don't even know if I can do it. I don't know if I have light enough stuff. Get under 50. Brigand armor? Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, excuse me. What did you give up on? Did Bing not work? Maybe there's a cooldown on Bing. Yeah. I think for personal sound effects, I think there's like a 30-minute cooldown or something. I don't know why that's in place, but let's go back to our leather armor. Whatever I was wearing. I'll save the shield for when I have more, leather armor's better. Oh, it looks kind of dorky, though. I don't think I can wear... that's just anti-fashion for my character. I can't. A non-starter. Huh. I feel bad because I'm not maximizing my equip load potential here. There's nothing else useful for me to equip. I guess I had my binoculars equipped. Or I could equip just a parrying shield. If I ever think I'll actually parry. Wah! have the nipple shield, and this shield's got like 4 nipples. It's 4 times as good at parrying. Cheeky item over here. Life yem. Now we can fall down there. Place of nothing but fun. Do I have bow and arrow? I think I did remember. I think I got, yeah. Actually, yeah, fire sea bow. So let's make room to equip this instead. There we go, 49.5. I can already see the silhouette of a freaking basilisk down there. These are enemies that are thrilled to petrify you. Also, all that yellow goop down there degrades your equipment. So you walk through it and all your gear starts breaking. The cursed jars, those jars that I break when I'm near them, those, when they start filling up a bar, when that gets full, your maximum health gets reduced. The basilisks, if I recall correctly, they spray you with stuff. When that fills up, you petrify and you immediately die. Do I want to go down there yet? Maybe not yet. We'll poke around a little bit first. Moment, please. 4 times the nipples for twice the fun. Yeah, I like the Fashion of the Wanderer set. The leather armor was just too like bright and cheery for this game. So the cursed jars make that sound. And basilisks also make not the same sound, but a similar sound that sounds like it's mocking you. Nowhere to go, buddy. There's a basilisk. The single one's not difficult to deal with, but when you drop into that little pit, which we'll do later, I think there are handfuls of them. Look at this enemy. So those big things aren't its eyes. You see right there in the middle, that's like its mouth, and his eyes are those little tiny beady things. I can't even point them out. But those big things on top, those are actually his boobs. Got boobs on top of it. Breasts. Sorry, breasts. That's the Holy Rescue Ornifex from. I agree, though I don't yet. I think I need a key for that door that you get later or something. If I... What's in here? Cool lighting in this little alcove. Most of the lighting is being obscured. So everywhere, I just love it. Just like where the light comes in, totally just dictates the way that little area looks. Beautiful. And who have we here? Great, we just met him over in the Copse.
You dirty rat.
Yeah, I need a key.
Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him.
Him. You were him. I'm not him.
That bastard with a ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour. I won't let that bastard live another day. For the good of the world and for my own honour. I won't let that bastard live another day.
It's talking about Pate. Rusty Pate. What have we here? Soul of a brave warrior. Skeptic Spice. Alright, see you later, Creighton. Good luck with your endeavor. of killing dude. Alright. Now, I recall from previous playthrough, there's a little patch of terrain. I think it's right there, that little discolored patch, where we can drop in into that same tunnel. Not to see the same thing. I mean, well, this is to drop in where the dude is. I wonder if it's better to come in this way or the other way. Let's find out the hard way. Oh no! I've fallen! Making noise over here. Ah, it's so dark I can't see shit! A bit of treasure. Homing Soul Mass, a high-level sorcery, probably won't be able to use. And here's Old Man River.
Look how far this
Old Man Bloodborne looking guy.
and a very fit
Like Dark
hunter
Gandalf.
you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still
Talk more quickly, I'm burning through torch time.
deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my.
Drunk driver Gandalf.
I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find a need for a truer dark,
I need that Vanta Black.
meet again, we shall.
There's certain requirements.
Is still nascent.
I think I need... So dark magic is
May the dark
relies on both
shine
faith and
your
intelligence.
way. The dark is
So I don't know if it's a stat check or I have to accomplish certain tasks first. I put out my torch. So this is in fact the same horrifying pit with the horrifying yellow stuff. And you can get out by running out that tunnel. I'm gonna see if I can see any more basilisks here, but probably coming to get me. I don't leave yet. Let's go. Let's try to deal with them. Getting cursed is great. Yep. The fact that I'm one-shotting them is making it much less scary. If you're in here with a weaker weapon, especially surrounded by several of them, it can be very problematic. Kind of dark in here, you guys. Well, that went as good as could possibly be expected, and I think I don't have the key. That unlocks a blacksmith that you can interact with later. Now, do I jump or do I just fall out of here? Roll. Okay. So now we're back at the beginning. I still have most of my Estises. So instead of resting at the bonfire, maybe I'll go attempt the boss fight.
Polyester Kyle says, this petrified guy has the key, I think.
I think you're right, but I don't think I've picked up a branch. I could buy one for... I think I already bought the one from the hag in Majula. But let us go try to fight the Scorpioness lady. Madam Scorpion. What am I doing? I'm trying to get the knives off of my... Now, in fact, I don't know if we have to fight anything anymore. I think we've killed basically everything that we can access right now in this area. I think it's just a straight run to the boss fight, unless I'm forgetting stuff. I need to come back with branches to unlock some of the other goodies here. Who's the summon? I don't need to summon. I'm not all better. I'm way better, but you can still hear my voice, and I'm on medications that are helping me power through, but I'm way better than I've been all week, so thank you. Appreciate it. Feels good. Let me take a sip of some 7-Up. Zero. Alright, for this fight... Oh, I could summon 2 people? Oh, I could just summon Husbando. I might summon Husbando just for fun. I've never... You can summon a scorpion, Manscorpion, to fight with you. Now it becomes a domestic dispute. Excuse me. Alright, we'll unequip that. I'm not gonna sweat my gear. Now, do I have any, weapon buffs? I could apply aromatic ooze, sticky white stuff. My sword. I have a couple other ones, but I like lightning a lot, but I have very few of those, so we'll try this, and then I'll equip the bigger life gem. In case I should need it. With the help of this Manscorpion. I'm doing this for lore, but this shouldn't be a difficult fight. This might be the largest, physically largest NPC you can summon in this game. She's just a little thing in the dirt. And I missed. Now, you want to get her to... You want to get her to come up out of the ground underneath this tree, and then she'll break it and you can get the item. I'll have to get her aggro. Come fight me. Leave your husband alone. I'm your true threat. Come, go underground. Come. Go burrow. Leave your husband out of this. Come. I'm the threat. Yes. I'm trying not to attack her because I want her to burrow. Here we go. Burrow, and then we just hang out over here. Come. Come over here. Oh, I see her. Wait. Yep. Ah. You might not get it. So I think there's actually no way to get this item now. I don't know if it's a particularly good item, but I'm pretty sure that if you don't get her to knock it down in the boss fight, there's no getting it. No other means to create a large enough explosion. Rip. The flame butterfly, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, well, we got a couple souls. The dark and mysterious path. Let me remove some of these items from my equip bar. That was a comically easy and challenging fight. It was so funny I forgot to laugh. Dark, mysterious hallways. Weird squirrely hallway of stone. We ascend some steps. Ah, we arrive at the doors of Pharos. What a fun place. This. Mastodon. The big boy. But he moves so slowly, it's easy to read his attacks. But you, brother? This is Gimli from Lord of the Rings? Not really, but kinda. Got his boots and a Titanite chunk. What's up, Nibbles? How are you? I remember watching you play this game many times. I think you liked using, was it the pickaxe? One of your preferred weapons? Remember watching you play this back in the day. Now we're playing with fancy graphics. Off tracing. Look how cool this looks. Now, I know later Gavlan's going to show up here, but I haven't met his prerequisites. I know there's a bonfire here. And also, if I continue past this bonfire, through that door, it's one of the most toxic scenarios in the entire game, even if you're playing offline. You get invaded, and there's toxic rats underwater while you can't move, and mastodon enemies, and it's just an absolute shit show. But if you join the Rat King Covenant first, then they're all neutral at you, and that area is no longer a toxic nightmare. Now, what can her soul, or what weapon can I get for Scorpioness soul? Guess I'll hold on to it. I can look it up later. Belfry Gargoyle, you can get the Bident. Joe Bident. Lost Sinner. I guess I'll look these up. I'll save these souls for now instead of just spending them. I typically don't end up using very many boss weapons in these games, so. The Blind Bone Dust. Burn that. You don't have to do the pig quest to get the pickaxe in this game, don't you? I think there's some other way to get the pickaxe, but I think it's like a New Game Plus. Maybe it wasn't the pickaxe. It was some other, it was the war pick. I think it was the war pick. And I think it had a pick in the name at least, but maybe it was the war pick, Nibbles. You can mine people. Oops. Nope. Fortify our sunny delight. Sunforce. Bear seek less.
Bear seek less.
I don't have one of these, do I? Where are we spending our points? ADP? Better rolls? More equip load? Decisions. More stam? More scrimp? I think we're actually doing good for damage output, so I can focus on something else. Let's just throw a couple points in there. Oh, and in fact, I have a third level. Now, if I can get to 99 AG agility, that puts me at basically like standard rolling. Standard dodge roll for other, like mid-roll iframes for other Dark Souls games. Why don't we put 2 in ADP and 1 in VIT? Which is, I think, you know, true players of this game, or more hardcore players, will be like, why are you wasting your points? It should all go into strength and dexterity and or vigor and stamina. But I have a more balanced type of build, typically. ADP soft spots is 22 40 and 60. I was looking on the wiki, and again, the wiki could be wrong. But the real value where the brakes are is not at ADP, it's at AGL, the agility. So my agility is at 97. 99 is a good milestone to hit. Then after 99, you have to get all the way to 105 to get like a fraction of a second more or one more frame. At 99, you get 13 iframes. But again, this is according to one wiki, and we know that there's, you know, who knows. Can't always trust everything you read on a wiki. Attunement also increases slightly, but attunement is like... I mean, I might want to get to 10 attunement at some point. I want to use pyromancy. Otherwise, I'd have to use a, Southern Ritual Band. Use a ring slot, but maybe someday. Now, I could be popping all these boss souls, leveling up further, but I think we're doing okay for now. What do I have in terms of weapon upgrade materials? Got 2 chunks. A slab. Large shard. I do have a fire seed. I have 6 twinkles? Oh, let's pop a soul and see what we could do. I've got other pocket souls. Seem like big boys. Brave warrior? Oh, that's big money. In fact, I could pop a couple more just to level up one more time. Why not? Smoke them if you got them. In fact, I could do a couple and then also see if I can maybe upgrade some stuff. One more level.
Seek less.
Yeah, now I'm like indecision. Dex? Not for this weapon. Let's just get our health up a little bit higher. Leveling is easier when you can like get 3 levels at once, because when you're just putting 1 point in, the returns don't just feel good. If you pop in 3 levels at once, then it just feels more substantial. And you're like, okay, feels less futile.
I knew it.
Now, a weapon that I like that I haven't used much is the Craftsman's Hammer. Now it requires 4 Titanite! Dang, that's such steep costs. You have to really be choosy about how you invest your Titanite. Now for this sword, Titanite chunk! Get the great sword up to 8? Yes, please. Yes, please indeed. And the other weapon I was using was the Morning Star, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using the Morning Star anymore. Probably favor using the Craftsman's Hammer. It's a light weapon, but it's just really quick attacks. It's got good bonk. Got good sort of... got short range, but good other attributes. And I think if I make it raw... It tells me if I turn it into a raw hammer, it'll be better. But that's for a future time. Worry about that later. Now there's a little bit of unfinished business we want to take care of back at Shaded Ruins. I was seeing if I have any smooth and silky stuff. And also, I don't think... have I bought the Fragrant Branch from her? I did. Never have too many life gems. You love the magic build in this game. You get swords that are also wands. Alright, you have like weapons that can do casting. Dex is good for reduction of cast time, but it caps at 45. Cast time is an attribute here, but I think it's maybe attunement also. Where are the bad guys? They're not in Majula. This is like home base. There's no bad guys here. Well, let's go back to where we were. Now that we defeated Tark's estranged wife in battle, we can go back and check in with him. There's the little pigs, but they don't really bother you unless you go encroach on them. They won't give you trouble unless you go poking around. I think you can jump straight into that pit from here. I think if you jump expertly, you can go into that horrifying pit with all the basilisks and the corrosive stuff. I don't know if this guy's gonna sneak up on me, but just in case he does. He won't now. Gotta make sure I don't get cursed here. I'm human. I don't want to lose my human status. Fuck. Ah, it's still building up. Let that cool down a bit. Make sure the other pots up here. Potheads. You can hear them giggling. Those are the pots giggling. Whoop! Pop. Whoop! Scuffed. Whoop! Tark, I have to put on the ring that lets me speak to hear enemies.
You've defeated my better half. This is my thanks. Take it.
Fragrant branch of yore!
I have no gods to pray to. But still I pray that your journey will be safe.
Warm-up gesture.
I have no gods to pray to. But still I pray that your journey will be safe.
You do. You can do some calisthenics. Well, he's being all friendly and chummy and all, but unfortunately, I'm a man with no virtue, and he doesn't even fight back. He was about to fight back, but he's too busy being dead. What other mod besides lighting engine am I using? You're seeing a UI mod, but am I using a camera one too? Nope. I'm using a mod that's called adjustable FOV and camera auto something, which is nice because you can actually change in real time the camera distance and FOV and height. So you do have to edit a text file, but I can show you. I can show you how it works. And then I'm using modern UI. And I think that's it. I'm not using any of the texture pack mods or anything. But I can go into this text file, ds2 configurable camera.txt. I can change the distance. And as soon as I save the file, you see in game it changes real time. You can actually play like this. Oh, second dragon ring is why I killed him. That's one of the best. Really good ring. You can actually play the game in this sort of like CRPG presentation. Oh, I'm using a quality of life mod for the path tracing that makes more torches and a magic spell available at the beginning of the game. So it just makes it so a few of the places where you would pick up 1 torch, you now pick up 3 or something, or pick up 6. And it makes Shalakor Cell flame butterflies. So, as you may know, with the path tracing mod, things can get very dark and hard to navigate. As we can see if I go in here. Very dark. I do have 1 fragrant branch of viewer now, but I don't want to. I have to decide where I want to use it. We're gonna come back here, but I think I know where I'm gonna use the first one. Let me put the camera back to normal. Those are most of the mods. How you doing, Ryuki? Second ring from without killing him. I think you have to go. You talk to him after you killed Duke's dear Freya. I don't want to wait for that. I thanked him for his help by freeing him from this mortal coil. Dude, it's the undead curse, you know? People, you know, dog eat dog. Not everyone's gonna return your generosity with kindness in this crazy mixed up world. Put on back our preferred ring. Now I've got a little bit more equip load now, I remember, so I could maybe... I would like to be able to wear the Falconer boots. Oh, that puts us at a fucking solid 50. Pure upgrade. Every stat is either the same or up. Plus, my fashion remains intact. Nice. Now, wait, this ring I just picked up. So that is a factor, actually, because I don't know if it... This ring increases my equip load. This one increases HP, stamina, and equip load, which is awesome, but not quite as much. So I might actually have to go back for now. You can wear the hard leather boots. Yeah, that's a bit of an upgrade. Hard leather armor would be nice too, but that's heavy. Hard leather boots actually also look good. They're nice and dark. Now I have more HP, more stamina, and more equipped load, so that's a nice ring. That's like the, excuse me. Sorry, the sore throat symptoms aren't quite gone yet. It's like the Fat Ring, the Ring of Favor and Protection from Dark Souls 1. All 3 of those buffs. Murder. Scorpion Man kind of sounds like David Bowie. I think I'm gonna use the branch to get the Witch Doctor helmet. Oh, cool. We'll kill a little bit of the riffraff too, since we're here. Hello. Are you still alive? We're gonna miss. Oh! My poise! No, don't take my humanity! Ah, fucker! Dude, my poise is so low, they're just fucking interrupting everything I try to do. No hyper armor. Pretty shitty. Whispers allows you to hear other things too. Yeah, I know. Well, you kind of constantly hear the sounds of any nearby enemies going. I forget what the other actual sort of unique and worthwhile things you can hear are. Can you hear like the Fuck you! In the gutter, there's the queen ant who like heals your poison or whatever. Can you listen to her maybe? Dragon wings also have like 5 durability, so they break super fast. Not if you don't get hit. Bowie. Bowie's just... I'm saying David Bowie for fun. Does the text description of items in the loading screen cut off for you too using lighting engine? I don't remember that being an issue. Pre-path tracing update. They do, but it's weird. It doesn't when I first start the game, but then subsequently at some point, yeah, they get truncated. And I don't know if that was just because of the lighting engine mod or some of the other combination of the other mods I have installed. But yes, I have observed that and I don't like it. And I don't know how to fix it, but at the same time, it's not a deal breaker for me because it's only on the load screens, but I like things to be perfect. I lament when they're imperfect. Stay topped off here. These guys can kill us pretty quick. You swing. And one more. What? Isn't he? Wasn't there one more alive one? Now we revive this guy. And then we murder him. Tiny bundle, the sword is so badass. Does it get longer as you level up? No. It's at maximum full extension. Fully erect. It's inspired by, as much of these games are, they're inspired by the Berserk anime. And this guy in Berserk, the main character. Is his name Berserk? I don't know. He uses a sword that looks very similar to this. Alright, I got the Witch Doctor helmet. This is one of the most badass looking pieces of headgear in the game. Oh, I need to have, this has a requirement. You have to have int. I have to have 14 int to use this effectively. Well, that's not good. It has a benefit of increasing number of souls acquired. Well, and what I read is that even if you don't have the stat attributes, you still get the souls acquired. But maybe it just means it doesn't apply any defense. I don't know what it means. What does it mean to not effectively use a piece of armor? Wouldn't it show me that, like, wouldn't it show me, like, oh, there, it's all the red numbers. So it provides lesser defense in those other attributes. Whoa, typically, if I can, it has 60 curse resistance. That's insane. But look at the fashion, you guys. Hold on. Look at this helmet, you guys. Look at the fucking horns all just flayed out. People do PvP. You know, people invade the world of a new player and you show up looking like this. People are scared of you. Frightening and intimidating. It's gonna be a long time before I have 14 int, if ever, so maybe that wasn't the best place to use that branch. But it is what it is. Can't put the milk back in the jar or whatever. Alright, so we will leave this area and find other place to adventure further. I guess we can go back to Hunstman's Copse. Oh, I should have potentially got the key here. That'll have to be for our next fragrant branch of YOLO. Let's go visit McDuff real quick before we go to the Copse. Invader terror build, right? I mean, just showing up like that will scare the shit out of uninitiated player. Let's see if I can. For some reason I remember if you make this raw, I think you get significantly better stats. And so it loses its scalability, but I think ultimately it ends up with higher damage. Which is these systems are so convoluted. So this is just based on research on the wikis. I'm pretty sure going raw with this weapon, even though it takes its scaling down to E, but just the total DPS is just higher. Even at higher weapon levels. Okay, let's do it. Large shard to upgrade the bow. Large shard to upgrade the helm. I do plan to stick with this helm, even if it's not the most optimal, it's just because I like it. Actually, I can buy one of these. Upgrading your armor. The only Dark Souls game where you can do this, I'm pretty sure. Raw is good for SL1 builds, but I think for this weapon, regardless of build, or if you're a strength build, it's still ult ends. At the end of the day, it's most effective to have it be a raw infusion. All right, then with our leftover change, we can buy some arrows.
Iota flame.
Buy some iron arrows. Okay, spent all of our money.
Dear flame.
I think we're gonna go to the Copse. Hunstman's Copse. Now here we already did fight the skeleton lords, but there's another boss, an optional boss to get to. It's a little bit of a pain to get to him. We'll do our best. But we are at the halfway point of the stream, so I'm going to take a brief moment to stretch my legs. Maybe refill my cold brew and then come back recharged for the second half of the stream here. But don't go nowhere. We're just taking a brief pause on the raid train with a little bit of musical accompaniment to keep you guys going, getting too restless. I have legs.
If you're here right now, it's for the Dugout Raid Train. Season 2, episode 20 of the Dugout Raid Train. Every Saturday I wake with excitement to witness and behold the greatness that is Dugout Raid Train. Yeah, this week you guessed it. Dugout Raid Train. This week, did you guess it? The Dugout Raid Truck Train. Yup. This week, did you guess it? We started off with train wreck. We step on into the discotheque. Then he raids on into my name Zeus. No shot. Damn Jeff's on the loose. Then he raids on into J Freeze. Maybe Tappy Ox, but probably Jeffries. Then we raid into Jarumba. Taking dabs, eating chimichangas. Then he raids on in the dab dad underscore. We getting high, looking like a drugstore. Yeah, then he raids on in the Stony 311. Is Aura weighing more than a metric ton. Then we raid into Johnny Bundle. We lit, nothing like your creepy uncle. If you're here right now, it's for the Dugout Raid Train. Season 2, episode 20 of the Dugout Raid Train. Every Saturday I wake with excitement to witness and behold the greatness that is Dugout Raid Train. Yeah, this week you guessed it. That Dugout Raid Train. This week, did you guess it? The Dugout Raid Train. Train. Big shit.
I don't know why my stream preview is sometimes framey. I still don't understand. I still don't understand. OBS never reports any dropped frames. Both in the stream and then in the local recording. My CPU is at 6% utility. Like, nothing is peaked out, but for some reason this setup, I wonder if it's just my old Elgato capture card is dropping stealth invisible frames that OBS doesn't even recognize. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I never have output that's a perfect 60 FPS all the way through. When the hardware I have should be way more than enough. I see the audio is not synced anymore. I think it's slightly off. I can fix that. Raw is almost always the better infusion for pure damage. If the weapon's scaling in DS2 is not an A or higher, you might as well go with Raw. Yeah, I guess that's how it breaks down. This was because it was B scaling by default. And I think even if I go to like 50 strength, it ends up being, at a level 5 weapon, it ends up being more damage output at Raw. The Craftsman's Hammer is a fun weapon. It's also buffable. Alright, so we actually have to backtrack a little bit to get to other boss fight. I think we've taken care of everything over in that direction. That's fun. Now, I never actually, I think I usually do the other boss first, so this will be interesting, kind of figuring out the optimal path. Stop it. Oh, no! Now the woodwork. Sometimes for these squirrely enemies, instead of two-handing the weapon, better just to switch to one hand and just do like little swipes. Then you don't have to be precise with your aim. I'm gonna burn through some life gems because I'm trying to save my Estus for in case we make it to the boss. Drop in here to save time. Now over here is when things start getting shitty. These guys with the sort of circular. These guys, these dark warriors, whatever you call them, these guys do a lot of damage. There's this little ambush where 4 of them sneak up on you independently up here. And with the path tracing mod, it's dark as fuck. So I'm going to use a plain butterfly. I think there's one lurking over here. Yeah. So I have to use a torch, which sort of restricts my combat abilities. My ability to deal damage because I have to one-hand the weapon. Then the trick up here, which, you know, the first time you go up here, you just sort of wander in. But then after you've been here a few times, you need to just try to bait these guys out one at a time. You see there's one on the ridge there. They all come at you at once. You're basically fucked. Oh god, I'm basically fucked anyway. Tactical retreat. Bro. Bro. HP check. There we go. So the one-handed R2 is probably, that's the attack I want. Straightforward. You can also parry with Ultra Great Sword, and every weapon can do a deflect. I think is kind of unique. I think every weapon has the capability of deflecting projectiles and even magic and stuff. The scaling in the other Souls games gives generous damage even with a B, but Dark Souls 2 encourages the player to actually play around with the yeah, dark damage. I don't have high intel or faith, so I think I'm particularly vulnerable to dark. Alright, now we just need to debate out. Apparently come out of the woodwork. Saw something drop. There he is. Oh no! Why did you do the attack the wrong way? Okay, alive. Abundance of caution with my life gems here. Did we debate another yet? I can't. There's one. You! No! No! Woo! And then there's one more, and then I think there's also one more after one more. That makes sense. One more that lurks out a little bit later, but one more just like right in here. Somewhere. There, you. There. Where'd he go? Here he is. If I'm patient and just avoid the triple attack, then it's sort of okay. Alright, so I think I've cleared this little valley. This is a fucking death trap. You just try to run through. But I think there's also one more of these guys that lurks up here or something. Lurking somewhere? There. Oh, he did a jump kick. I put out the torch for now. Oh, brother. All right, well, we made it this far. Now, there's an NPC invasion on the other side, which can kill me. There's also an item you have to drop to get to. Then you have to circle all the way back up here. It's one that's also easy to die trying to get. I wonder what that item is. Is that worth getting down there? I'm not going to try to do it now. It's a fucking pain. Got priorities to deal with first. Wait, I think some of these fuckers are going to wake up on the bridge and... Yeah, can I attack him without... Okay. Any more of you guys... hangers on? There's an NPC invasion that happens right here, right? Yeah, there it is. This fucker. We got the same sword. No problem. Amateur shield carrying. Fuck. Now there's a shiny over there too, but I've made it here with good resources, so I'll try to get the shiny afterward. Do I want to risk it for this jump? Okay, let's risk it the jump. I didn't fuck it up on the way over. Fire seed. Did not fuck it up on the way back here. Ugh. Okay. Right. This is the chariot fight, right? One little pro tip for this, I think, is if I do I have any alluring skulls, I can distract a bunch of these other fuckers. I have a couple. This is sort of a gimmick fight. Proof of Concord kept? No, the fire seed is for pyromancy. Isn't that what I got? Fire seed? You give it to the what's her name to help, and then some money, and she upgrades your pyromancy. But the one you have to drop down to? All right. I'm not worried about it. Thank you for looking into that. All right. Am I ready? I guess I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. All right, we got a little cutscene incoming. You ready?
What is it?
I'm sorry, I was muted.
You trot long now. This place.
I was muted for coughing. I'm not sure how long I was muted
Not
for.
here.
This is a scumbag.
What is it? Oh, you trot long now. This place won't be any fun. Not for you. What is it? Oh.
I'll be the judge of that. Won't be any fun for you either. You get this hood. It doesn't give you great defense, but it has ugly, but it helps you clean up more souls. Hood worn by the servants of Nahar Alma, god of blood, increases souls required for each kill. Belonged to Titchy Gren. Titchy Gren is one of the cooler names in these games. PvP system is still active in the arenas. I think it is. I'm playing in offline mode because I have multiple mods installed. But if you're just running the path tracing mod, that actually works. You can actually use that online without any risk. So that's actually pretty remarkable. Those who profess faith in Nar Alma have rejected all that is this world, without a travel path stained with blood. Nah. Now he's just a blood stain on the wall. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. Are these meaningful statues and iconography? What do these mean? What would the tarnished archaeologist have to say about these? Back to my jeweler. Now, I don't think... Is there any way to... Oh, I think I have to go to Harvest Valley is next. Fun place.
Less.
I'm gonna have to pop another one of these sore throat 3-in-1 formula: soothing, comfort, fast acting, multi-powered lozenges. My throat's getting scratchy. I can get 2 levels. I can pop a soul and get 3. I think that should be enough. We'll just use these 2. We'll find something to spend that money on.
Bearer, lest this.
Yeah, so I think at 99, that's if once I hit 99 agility, that means I have the same amount of iframes as a mid-roll in most of the other games, or approximate. So I'll just want to lock that in because I don't think I'll need to go any higher on ADP. I still want Vit because I just want more flexibility with Fashion Souls. Yeah, we'll do that. Now I could also just stack the two gear up, the 2 equip load rings, and that would give me a lot of flexibility just for even just right now. I removed the additional damage to enemy poise, but with the ultra great sword, I'm already dishing out a good amount of that. Let's see what I can get away with this configuration. Not the Dragonslayer armor. What's better, hard leather or falconer? Falconer's better. Mostly. Almost the Dragonslayer leggings. 0.2 over. I drop the binoculars. $49.8. But this is actually pretty good. This gives me more defense, just less squishy. I'll still be able to wield the big sword. And look at that fashion. I feel like that's an upgrade. The Falconer armor looks awesome. Nice look. Actually goes good with the Dragonslayer leggings. Instead of going to Earthen Peak right away, let's buy a couple. Let's re-up a couple odds and ends. But let's go back and see if we can. Let's go run around the fun house that is presently Heide's tower. Now that all those Heide knights are walking around, probably die at least once. But it'll be fun just to sort of try to get through that.
No, you do have the time.
So one of the mods I'm using allows her to sell more flame butterflies. So I like having a dozen of those just in case.
Satisfied?
And I'll re-up on a few of my life gems because I spent a bunch of those.
Thanks.
All right. This place is beautiful, but extra deadly now. I wonder if it makes more sense to. Well, whatever. We'll start from the first bonfire. Now that the Heide Knights are awake. They become a great nuisance. Oh! Not if you kill them right away. Come. In fact, I guess I haven't had this sword when I fought them before. This makes them much more manageable. So, not much of a pain in the ass. There's a shiny over there. We haven't gone past that. That circular room. Oh, we're so strong now. These guys are not much of a challenge. It's the 1-2. Can we get the Heide Knight to come at us first? There's 4 enemies in here. Heide Knight. Yo, you. Sir? 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 I'm ready, sir. Sir? Oh, still alive. Ah, thought I dodged that one. Now these guys wake up. Nice, not like both attacking me at once. What a good sport that guy is. Sir? I'm still a threat. Whoa, you did a thrust attack. Every once in a while, they'll actually have a 4-hit combo where they follow that three swing with a thrust. Rarely. They're all dropping stuff. Cracked blue eye orbs. Look how beautiful this area. Okay. One more of these dudes. One Heide Knight, one Old Knight. I'm coming back here so much later. It's such a cakewalk. Now, there's one more Heide Knight, which is like one of the hardest non-boss enemies in the game, in my experience. It might be easier now with this sword, but the spear Heide Knight is a fucking pain in the ass. Taking the glorious view. Pretty glorious. Glory!
Glory!
Alright, fucking Spear Knight. This fucker. I might be able to cheese him just with the range of this. Let's take the battle down here. There's a fucker. Oh. I sound like I'm just making shit up. That guy, I think that guy has killed me more than maybe any other NPC in the game. But I think I usually don't. I usually come here before I have this level of fire. Now there's a dragon up there who's going to wake up when I get out there, and I have to run across the bridge right away. He's going to start breathing fire. Get the alluring skull off of our bar here. I'm going to stave up my stamina and then just all ass. Go before the fire happens. Right in the butthole. Oh god. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't! How do you avoid that? I thought you run towards the tail. I got the fire procced twice. Knocked me over, then it kept going, then it knocked me off. I mean, I gotta go, dude, I gotta deal with all these fuckers again just to get there. Uh-oh. Oh, that's annoying. Just give me 1 second, and we'll go and try to make that journey. Yeah, I could probably put on a little bit of things. Run back the bridge? What do you mean run back the bridge? You mean just run there and not, without clearing everything first? have the whole level chasing me over there? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a recipe for success. Maybe I'm not understanding run back the bridge. Some of these enemies will stop chasing you. Some of them will chase you to the end of the level. Those chase you throughout the whole level. Gravity's undefeated. Well, gravity assisted by fire nudging me off the edge there. But ultimately it was gravity that did me in. I wasn't killed by the flame. Again, this isn't as tedious as it used to be, or as fraught. Heide Knight, you come. Come. Fuck. Shit. Shithead. I want you to fight you first. Yo! You! Okay, I fight you first. Oh, you fucker. Now his friends. Ouch. Okay, let's go kill him in case he doesn't sneak up on us behind. Sir? I got a backstab! You're so unawares. So what's the strat to avoid the fire attack, I wonder? But I'd say there's probably 50-50 chance that I died the exact same way. I don't know. I don't have a plan to avoid it. Tactical retreat. Or I think there's also a 50-50 chance I get killed by the spear guy this time. Basically luck. I know that for the Great Dragon, the strat is you just run towards the tail. Alright, so if I don't land the first attacks on these guys, then this guy probably fuck. Here he comes. If I land the first attack, then I can get just a 3-hit combo. Oh no! Didn't quite get it. Oh, there goes most of my health. Oh god! Don't do a spinny attack. Oh god. See, he's so fast with this stupid poke. I have to start my attack just before he's at poking distance. Alright, well, here we're going to try that again. Try this again. Yeah, whatever. Have better RNG this time, hopefully. I guess one strat is don't be near the edge. Or just kill him before he has a chance to do anything. Also a viable strat. Watch Dragon Parma. There's an benefit of that it increases item discovery, even though it's not listed mentioned in the description. GG. Yeah, certainly it was RNG because it was much easier that time, wasn't it? Alright, and up here we have another boss fight. And the fun bit is that if you die this boss, you get to do that whole run back, this whole run back again. Radiant Life Gem. Human effigy times 5. Taking the scenery. So that obelisk, that's that phallus sticking out, poking out. That's the the obelisk over at Majula. And then beyond that is the Forest of Fallen Giants. We can see the two big giant statues that are on the ocean facing side. And then just looking back at the entirety of this level. People lament the world design of Dark Souls 2 because it's not as interconnected and, you know, sort of weaving back on itself as much as Dark Souls 1. That's the world as a whole, but I think the individual level design of Dark Souls 2 is beautiful. This whole area is just a visual treat. It's so just evocative and fun to navigate. And then you get to the end here and you can see the entire path. You know, you started from that building and then went down, up and around over here. It's so cool that they design it in such a way where you can see from whence you came. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's Brightstone Cove, Seldora. I still have some parts of that. I still enjoy some parts of Brightstone Cove. Now I'm wondering if I should use a different weapon for this fight. Because this is a heavy weapon. It takes a long time to swing. And we do have another weapon that's interesting. In fact, it's much lighter, so we might be able to buff out our equipment more. We'll switch to the bigger life gems. I'm not going to need the flame butterfly in this fight. Actually, let's maybe we'll ride the lightning. I can pull off all kinds of stuff here. Such light weaponry. Oh, I also don't need that. No, I could just do more damage. Now for this weapon, 20 damage is more significant because the lower base value. That could be useful in this fight. I can also equip the shield for better stamina regen. That still leaves us with room to spare. And Falconer gloves are comparable. We'll stick with the tattered clothman chest. I like them for their vibes. Hammer time. This is a fun weapon. Trying to remember some of the moves. I love the back step and then just charge right back up. R2s are kind of slow. R1s come pretty quick. I think it might be R1s. Your favorite's still the apparent volcano on top of a windmill somehow. I saw lore stories about that, or talking about Iron Keep. It's the argument is that you can see from the top of Earthen Peak a mountain in the distance with sort of like a lava glow, and the theory is that you actually sort of travel. It sort of condenses the actual. You know, you're actually traveling forward a great deal, then you're peeking up through the mountain. But everyone complains about that. I've seen some, you know, YouTubers make a case for how it might make sense, but that doesn't change what the typical user experience is like. All right, let's see if we can get lucky in this fight. Here's Ornstein. Oh, good dodge on the first attack. Oh, can he get a hit in? Bro. The yellow hammer is awesome. I know. Yellow hammer for the win. Ta-da. No problem. Look at my cool, shiny comic book yellow lightning hammer. Effective. It's got such short range, but it uses so much less stamina. You know, with the great sword, I'm sort of just locked into the, you know, you do an attack and you're kind of just like, spend 3 seconds trying to pick your weapon back up. And here's the guy who's too cool to talk to me.
Transient being. This is no place for one such as you.
Shut up.
Be gone. You are not needed.
I think you need to be in his covenant. In the chat.
Transient being. Nothing has changed. You would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say. Be gone. You are not needed.
He's asking to be murdered.
Transient being. Nothing has changed. You would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say.
Okay, brother.
Be gone.
Cracked blue eye orb. Stupid shields I'll never use. An awesome reward. There's no bonfire. No bonfire here, right? So you literally have to run back or use a. Yeah, what's going on with the stained glass up there? You see, it was like it disappeared for a second. Look, there's no stained glass. Now there's stained glass. It's like, is it like spiritual stained glass? Up top?
Polyester Kyle says, to the right of the guy there's a staircase down.
Oh, okay, thank you. It's just celebrating how cool this boss arena looks now. This room design is great. I love everything. I love the aesthetics of Heide's Tower. It's the ancient glory. All like the stained glasses. There's a stairway. Oh, it's how could I have not seen this? So here's where, you know, in the vanilla game, it's not this dark. But it just to show, that's why torches are so valuable when you use this mod. Get our bar back to normal. This torch becomes transformative. Now you can actually see exactly where you're going. There's a bonfire after all. Majula. Thanks, Kyle. I think I do that in the back of my brain, but not in the front of my brain. Where's my lady?
Bearer of the curse.
Yes. We'll put one more into Vit. What were we thinking about wanting? I guess one more. And then I can do one more somewhere else. I mean, I could start putting into Int if I want to use that full Warlock helmet, but that doesn't seem super urgent. I put points into Dex. Or I could try to get to Attenuation to 10 in case I ever want to use any spell. Let's do that. We'll start peppering in. We'll have a sort of a sub goal to get Attenuation. Attunement, not Attenuation. Attunement to 10, which will give us one spell slot. This is good. We're getting some HP. We're getting some equip load. That's it. Got a couple dollars left over.
And you?
Was I saving money for anything else? Well, that's not going to buy me much anyway.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Still no fragrant branch. You get a soul from Dragon Rider Knight? Dragonslayer. Huh, I wonder what... offline, I'll check out what these souls can be traded in for. Without knowing them, knowing it, I don't want to consume them, but I'm guessing that most of them I'm not going to care about the weapon. Okay, we got about 12 minutes. Let's go check. But this guy might actually sell more stuff now since we've killed a few things.
I'm glad to see you safe.
Oh, maybe we haven't bought enough from him yet. Yeah, so he sells some of the... He sells the Lost Sinners set since we killed that boss. The Lost Sinners helmet is one thing that's in particular is
Always open for business.
Worth getting. We'll crack some souls for this. Pocket souls. I already bought it? Oh, I already own this, I guess. Oops, I just should have paid more attention. Well, fuck, I don't know if I want to buy anything else from him. Oh, garbage. Fuck, now I'm just walking around with a bunch of dollars. I don't think these have any buffs. Effective... Raise effective pyromancies? Hmm. Elite knight armor? It's probably heavy as fuck. Elite knight gloves? I want to buy... Because once I get buy enough from him, he changes disposition and I think he gives me something.
Thanks very much.
I don't know if that's enough. I might have to reset the area now. Go sit at the bonfire. I think you have to buy 15,000 worth or something. I do have the... Oh yeah, the prisoner's penal mask. It's got good defenses. It's got some pretty unique defenses that it provides protection against petrification and curse and all the elements. So you can see all those blue numbers. Those are very high for any helmet. Plus, raises equip load. So it's a heavy helmet, but it also increases the amount of stuff you can carry without being a fatty. Got 3 twinkles. I'm not going to invest in pyromancy stuff until I can actually equip any pyromancies. Let's buy some life gem. Sorry, my sore throat is trying to catch up with me a little bit. We'll buy 10. And let's go check back on the vendor.
I'm glad to see you safe. I considered returning to my homeland, but I've decided to stay a while longer. I've started to turn a handsome profit now, and I can't bear to give it up.
I think you have to buy even more for him to... He'll like change spots and be even more cocky. But I think I want to buy. So it is what it is.
For business.
All right. So we can gear up for the next area we're going to. Let's switch back to the great sword because it's just fun. And see what we can get away with since we got a little bit more vitality. What's our... That was my loadout for the boss fight. But let's go back to this. Now I'm at 60, so definitely have to get lighter. Probably ditch that. Falcon armor, right? Okay. Can I get away with that? No. Can I get away with the shield? 53. Ah. Can't like super optimize. This one weighs a little bit less. Could equip a bow. Even that's 51? Fuck. Whatever. We'll be at 48.95. It's fine. Squandering a pound of potential carry weight. All right, we got a few minutes left. Let's at least go to what our next destination will be for exploring. I think we have to go to Harvest Valley, right? Or Doors of Pharos. Oh, or we can go down in the pit, which we're not going to do the pit yet. That'll maybe next stream we'll go for the pit. Got a couple minutes. I think we can start exploring a little bit of Harvest Valley. Poison zone. Zone of poison. I've got a few poison moss in case things get hairy. Look at this charming place. Bunch of windmills. Bunch of shinies down there. My poison is still building up? Now it's going down. I guess if you get it on your clothing, it starts to build up for a while. Now that area down there is all full of poison. I think it's not rendering like usual because of the lighting mod. I think you can usually see, you can sort of see it, but I think it's usually more visible that there's this green layer covering the bottom. Alright, we'll go on Shiny Quest. Kill the big guys first, though. Poison, we'll just offset it. Life gem. Got some shinies. Skeletons be spawning. Shards. Shards. Shards, souls. Stones. Knives. Souls. So many shinies. Shards. Souls. Torch. Torch. Actually good. Hard to come by in this game. Heal up. Smooth and Silky Stone. We can trade with Twillo and Tweedledee and Tweedledoodle. Ambushy skeletons. Crappy souls, crappy souls. Poop souls, shards. Titanite chunk! That's actually a good Titanite. Couple more shinies and then we're gonna go in that door. No, 2 Titanite chunks! 2 chunku. Fragrant branch of Yuri, guys. That means we'll be able to get the key from the statue in Shaded Ruins. So we can unlock the access to the other blacksmith. Isn't Gavlan Wheel Gavlan Deal up here? Or somewhere? I thought he was up. I thought he was here somewhere. Is there another door? Isn't Gavlan in there? I'm tripping. He's in one of these things like that. No, but he is here. Then he goes to Doors of Pharos. But maybe because I've been to Doors of Pharos, maybe he moved there already. Maybe he's already at Doors of Pharos because I arrived at that location. But it's in a room like that, and then you wrap around, and he's sort of like on top. But I remember having to go up to get to him. I mean, it looked an awful lot like this, but. Maybe it was this room? Really, it's not here. He's not here. Well, it is what it is. We'll solve that mystery another day. He's probably just at the Doors of Pharos. But with what we got, I think we can upgrade. We might even be able to max out our current sword. 10. Then we'll carry forward with the raid train to the next stop. We got a couple minutes here. Then we're gonna go visit, check in on our boy Jarumba. Just do some due diligence, make sure the stream is up. Ready for the train to arrive. It looks like he's live. Yeah. So, but first things first. Let's see if we can't max out this weapon. That'd be a nice way to cap off the stream. What? I need one more. Dang. That's a bit of a bummer. Well, that's not going to be a fun way to cap off the stream because we can't do it. We can't do it, Captain. Pump up the Falconer armor, though. Cheap shards. There we go.
I'll be around.
All right, well, we got a little something. That was good progress. We killed some bosses. We cleared some areas. Next up is we can go to that poison area, or we can drop down the giant hole in the middle of Majula there. But before we do all that, thank you guys for being here for the raid train, which is about halfway through all of today's festivities. Next up, our boy Jarumba. Appreciate you guys being here, keeping me company. Some support, giving me some tips and backseating when it's appropriate. I'm happy that I was just able to stream today because, as you can tell, I'm still not at 100%, but I was tired of just suffering from that and letting my illness dictate my life. So I powered through it. My voice might be a little bit upset with me, but I'm through the worst of it. So I will continue to feel better. But for now, let's drop our boy Jarumba a raid. You got nothing better to do, or if you want to join me and say hi and wish him happy trails. happy tracks on the raid train journey. Ruba's super chill guy, chill vibe on the stream. Really a lot of audience interaction stuff, so. But otherwise, hopefully I'll see you back here on Tuesday or Thursday or maybe next Saturday, whenever it is. Till then, be good. Be good to yourselves and be good to your pets and your plants and everything else. But for now, let's go be good to Jarumba. Peace.